Welcome to Ridge Life. I'm Tim, and today on the Ridge, storms are a-brewing, but we've got work to do. We have applied for our electrical rough-in permit. We're just waiting for the state inspector to get here, check our trench out, check our solar array, check our solar shed. But while we're waiting, I can work on communication wires. Tons of communication wires connecting the inverters to inverters all over to the battery system. Guys, we need all this on Wi-Fi, so let's get it done. Matter of fact, that rain is coming. Ooh, look at those clouds, look at those clouds, especially over here. It is gonna rain on us in just a minute. Luckily, we'll be working inside the power shed today. Ooh, look at that wind. Oh my gosh, guys. That wind is coming up a fierce storm. Well, luckily again, we'll be working inside today and not have to, unless it blows the building away, that would not be good, would it? Woo. Come inside, walk this way. All right, here's what we got, guys. We're gonna be connecting our inverters to our batteries today with communication wires. Now, that inverter there, I'm gonna call number one. That's the master inverter. Yeah, that's the terminology used in the manual. Number two and number three will be considered secondary or the slave modules. So we'll have a cable going from there to there, there to there, and then actually all the way back to there. And then we'll need a cable from there over to our battery banks. And just like in those, we'll have the master base unit. So we'll have number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then in this panel, we'll have 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, so all of these got to be connected with Ethernet cables. And then of course, from server rack to server rack, and then from master battery over to the main or master inverter. Whoa! Yep, I came in here just in the nick of time. Look at the rain is coming down. Probably gonna fill my trenches up again, isn't it? I see blue skies over there, so hopefully it doesn't last too much longer. But man, that wind is blowing. Woo! We have our tools and materials we'll be using today. I've got some UL listed PVC flex and connectors. These are the battery communications cable that came with each of the inverters. They're not long enough to reach to the battery for my inverter, but I have something for that, no worries. These are the parallel communications cables that came with the inverters. They are long enough to go from inverter to inverter, but I will need a longer one to go from the last to the first. Here are all the battery communication jumper cables that go from battery to battery. Those all, again, are provided from EGL with the batteries, and just like these are and these are. This is a communications cable, RS485, which is RJ45 to USB-A. I can connect a laptop and test my communications and set up everything from a laptop instead of having using the front screens. Here are my dongles, guys. This is the Wi-Fi communication module for the inverters. They're individualized, and I can plug these into the side of the inverter, and that will allow them to each talk Wi-Fi. So I got 3 of those. Now, like I said, the cables aren't long enough for my setup, so I did have to buy, this is a Cable Matters Cat 6 cable, and that will go from the master battery over to the inverter. And then I've also got this 10-foot cable, and that will go from the first inverter to the last to complete that path. I got you some screwdrivers. I got of course, impact driver, and thank you, America, for making the freedom, for giving us the freedom to allow us to be off-grid and do this all ourselves. God bless America. These dongles I was showing you for Wi-Fi communications, they plug in right there, right below there. Just stick them in and use the screws provided, and that will give you Wi-Fi communications. I'll have to take the covers off here, show you where the RJ45s plug in, and we'll just run them through our conduit, through our tray, which I've already got the the flex set up there for each one of the communications on the far left. The one thing we are going to have to do today and use that flex for is run a 3/4 inch over from the battery server rack right above that 2-inch flex, and we'll go into the bottom of this raceway. And if you look at the top, see these holes, these knockouts here, there's some on the bottom already pre-made, so I'll just have to knock one of those out, come out, we'll hang it all nice and pretty. And guys, this one should be a fairly easy one today. Take advantage of doing this while the rain is happening. Get the covers off so we can get access to everything. Again, I'm hoping to make fairly quick work of this today. See, right here's where our plugs are. We'll go down through this conduit. Gotta get all 3 of them off. And then once we get these cables done, I'll run that flex over to the battery. And that should be pretty simple. We'll get all the batteries connected and everything. We get this last one here. Super simple. Come in a little closer and I'll show you what we're going to do here. All right, so inside the panel here we can see we've got battery RJ45 comms, and then we have the 2 parallel. Let me zoom out just a little bit, and we can see we run right down this conduit here, run over to the next one, and come up to its ports. Now, the battery comm, the one on the far left there, that one will only be used by the master controller. That's the one on the far left, number 1. But over here for parallel, we're going to be going in, out, in, out. So this one will come all the way back. It's really, really simple. I'll show you how it's done. Get the trusty manual out here, show you how to run these communication cables. And we can see that goes from out on the master controller, out to in, out to in, out to in. There's 4 here. We're only going to use 3, right? And then from the last one, out, back to in on the first one. Now there's also some very, very important dip switches. See at the top here, there's dip switches. The first one's going to be both on, and then the next one both off. Now I don't have a third one, and then the last one both on. So basically I'm going to do the same setup with 3 inverters. So looking inside, top left right there, if I can zoom in so you can see it. There's those dip switches right there, dip switches. And for the last one, they both need to be on. So I need to flip both of those up. So up and up. So now they are both up right there. See if you can see that. They're both up. Now on the second one, they both need to be down. And they are by default. And on the first one, we've got to set both of those all the way up. So if I can get in there, one, not much light there, but we can see, if I can zoom in, they are both up. Get my first set of parallel communication cables. Now this may be a little hard to run these down through here. It's probably best if I run up. Let me see if I can run up. I'm gonna keep getting the low voltage in the back of my first one's probably not going to be too hard. Let's see if I'm true about that. If I can get it up. The second one's probably going to be a burr. Oh, there it is right there. Okay, got it. All right, so here is the first one. Now this one is going to go to the second one, so it's going to go the out, which is the far right one. So I just plug it in. Far right. Again, there is no power in any of these guys. Everything is turned off. We are not connected. So I'm just going to leave that slack out of the way right there. This one now needs to go down here. All right, now let's see. Make sure all these go behind. I want my communication cable behind everything. Let's see if I can push this up now without getting caught on anything. I probably should have straightened it out first. Get it all the way up there. Come on now. I gotta straighten it up a little bit. Don't want to break the little tabby thing off, do I? Oh, there we go. Ha-ha. All right, so this one, number 2, needs to go in the in. All right, now I need my second cable. And this one is going to go, should have had these already pre-taken apart, shouldn't I? If I'd have thought about it. Sorry about making you wait on me. I try not to do that normally. All right, so now let me come up from the bottom. See if we can get 2 through here without it being a burr. I should have straightened it first. Okay, don't want to break off the end. All right, come on, Tim, can you do it? Make it look easy, Tim. Make it look easy. Right at the end. Where's it at? Make it look easy. Come on. See, if I pull this down and then pop it back up, I should be able to make it look easy. Where's it getting caught on? It's right on the outside. Oh, there we go. Ha ha! Ha 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 ha! And this is going to go in the out here. Okay, now come down. We'll go to the in on the last one. Go behind everything. Go up. This is all by itself right now. Right there it is. I feel it. I feel it. Excellent. All right. And then this one goes in the in. And then now I need the new black long one I had to go from the out all the way down to the in on the first one. I'll go ahead and disconnect the blue wires for the rapid shutdown. Pull them down and out. Come on. Get down through the hole. All right, so get those out of the way. And I've already tried to start the black one. And because the head on the black cable matters has the little protector on it, it was really hard. I may end up having to cut that off. But I'm trying to see if I can jam that down in there. Come on, push down. And I got a little slack in the gray that may help. Keep going. Oh, I gotta get my finger. Pop it through. All right, I got it. All right. Whew. That was not easy. That was not easy. So let me get this plugged into the in. And it goes to the out down there. Now I still got to run this blue wire back up in there, but it's fairly rigid and straight. I can do that off camera. So let me get these run behind. Everything behind. And this goes all the way to the end. All the way to the end. I had to make sure I remember what I was doing here. All the way to the end. And all right, so now see if we can feed this up into there without it getting jammed up on me. Oh, it's gonna be hard. Yeah, it's this little connector. It's this little hidden thing. Actually, you know what? I poke it behind, and I should have done that while ago on that one. Now it should just go straight on up in. Straight on. There we go. There we go. Is it there? It's there. Push, Tim. Push. Get this. Push down. Push up. It's so close. So close, Tim. So close. Push up. Oh, I got it. I got it. Right there it is. Okay. All right. So if you end up having trouble getting your RJ45s through the hole, I guess I should have said this earlier, put a little tape on the little tabs, the little clicking tabs. That'll help them slide up and down. Otherwise, when you pull back, they will catch. Ask me how I know. So, all right, so this goes to out, basically the right side. So I got the battery connection's empty. I've got the left one is the gray from the second one, and the right one is the black. It goes all the way to the first one. A little better look right there. We got the gray on the left, the black on the right. Gray and gray jumpered over. And then we got the black on the left and the gray on the right. The black again went to number 3. Now I've got to get the battery one through there, and that one's going to be a little harder with 3 cables in there. Whoo, guys. I'm definitely going to have to tape that head up, and I may even use a little fish tape to pull it through. That might be the smart way. All right, I did tie the fish tape to that. I got the 3 wires. I even have the rapid shutdown wires. I don't know that I'm going to be able to fit this through. I may have to do some disconnecting, but we'll just do our best. If I can, oh my gosh, it's so tight there. Get through. Okay, it's so close. Okay, I'm going to have to pull that blue wire out. I'm going to have to pull the blue wire out and then put it back through once the connector. I've already done this once. Man, they really should give you a 1-inch conduit there instead of 3-inch. Let me set this off to the side. This real time, guys. This is what really happens in real life when you're doing this stuff. Let me go ahead and pull the slack through here. So I got enough to, let me do that. Let me pull the slack. All the slack out, and then when that starts to pull through, it'll go with it. Come on out. It's so close right there. It's so close. Oh, it won't go through that connector right there. Oh, there it goes. Okay, oh, that one's pulling. I gotta pull this back out. Pull this through. I gotta get it through the bottom now. Get it through the bottom. All right. Oh, come on. I got it, guys. Yeah! I got it. And didn't damage it either. Oh, yes. All right, so now I gotta see if I can get this blue wire back up. Let me get this off, and I'll be right back. Got that off of there. Go ahead and pull this cable through. I am super excited, guys. That with those, anybody that's ever pulled RJ45 cables, you guys know exactly the trouble I just went through. All right, so now I see if I can get my rapid shutdown switch cable pushed back through. Let's see, we gotta make sure everything is straight, pulled to the front, and just go right behind it. Go right behind it. Make sure everything's pulled to the front, and it should just go straight through and come right out. Yes! I got it. I'm happy. Before I run the flex, I gotta get this knockout pushed out of the panel here. A little bit more. Should be able to twist it from the bottom. Almost. All right, now let's see if I can get her twisted. So close. There we go. Popped out. There we go. Do the same thing in here on the server panel. Boom. I think that popped out. Let's see if I can break that off of there. Well, that was easy. I like it when a plan comes together. Got my flex here. Let's see how much I need. Get this measured. I'm gonna do some precise electrical engineering measurements here too, guys. You're gonna be like so enthralled by how I do this so precisely. Looks like about right there. No, that's really good stuff, huh? Let's see how close I was. I need to put this out in the sun so it can get some straightness to it. I think that's going to be just fine. Let me go ahead and get the ends on them, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to pre-run the cable through it because you saw how hard it was running that RJ45. So I'm just going to pre-run the Ethernet through here, and then it should be a little bit easier. So there's the straight for that end, the 90 for this end, and I'm not going to put this on all the way because I may have to take this off to get the cable through. Matter of fact, 90% sure I'm going to have to take, oops, you got to have that on first though. So I'm just going to leave that like there. So let me get the cable now. Push this through. Oh, I got to push it through this hole first. So let me get this. Definitely have enough. So let me get it through here. Ah, put it through the hole. You got to loop it through, right, Tim? That'd have been funny if I'd have got that stuck through there. All right, so now let's see if I can do this without fish tape, okay? And of course, if this was straight, it'd be so much easier. I'm gonna go ahead and take this off now because I know that's not gonna push through there, but this will push through. hopefully. That's the plan, at least. So close. That's gonna be me a step on it so it's a straight stretch. That's what I'm talking about right there. All right, so now I gotta push the rest of the way through. Full. Little unconventional, but hey, it works. It works. All right, so that. Oh no! Tim, you got to take the nut off. The nut has to go on the inside. Oh my God, I got to pull all that all the way through and do this again. So, you know what I'm saying? This little nut right here has to be off. I keep it real here, guys. I make mistakes. Got ahead of myself. So let me pull this back out, get the nut on, and then we'll get the other end, okay? Be right back. Got the other end done. I did make sure to take off the nut this time because that would be bad to do this all over again, right? So I got the nut right here in my hand, and I would never be able to feed this through with that connector on there, that's for sure. And I did get the end thing on here. There we go, the connector piece. Make sure that's twisted in all the way. Now this is gonna be the hard part because I need pretty much 2 hands to push this through. Let's get the cable through first through the hole. And let's see where we're at here. There's the cable. Oh, no, you're stuck. All right, get that pulled through. Let me get the nut on here. Make sure I get it the right direction. There we go. Get that. Push this through. So there we go. That is in. And this is the hard part. This is the hard part. Come a little closer. We'll see if we can get this nut on. And I'm holding this in the hole. And let's see if I can get this nut on there without, then we'll see what I'm doing. Just start turning. Come on, buddy, come on. Get on here and turn. Oh my goodness. The Conduit's in my way a little bit. Oh goodness. Is it on? Let's see. I'll straighten. Oh, guys, did I get it? No, I didn't get it. I gotta get it turned and just get it right on the end. Come on, please. Please get on there. It's so true. All right, come on. Turn, 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 turn. Did I get it? All right. Nope, it's still caught. Because once it goes, it should go evenly. Maybe if I turn it a little bit. How close is it? Let me get these out of the way. Get on the end. Hey, oh my gosh, I was so close. Is that on the end? Oh, almost. Almost. Get on the end there. Get on the end. That is. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. It just like doesn't want to get on there. I may have to. There we go, right there. Is it on? Hey! All right, we got it. Twist. Okay, be right back. All right, that one's tight. Let's go get the one over there. Is it tight? Oop, not yet. Not yet. Getting close. Let's see. Almost there. Oh yeah, that's it. That is it right there, perfect. I think I'll put these straps in between the 2-inch straps to make it all look a little symmetrical for me. You know, Tim's OCD is kind of that way, isn't it? So let's see, it looks about right halfway. Slide that right there. Make sure it's straight up and down too, Tim. There we go. There we go. Let's get one over here. So my 2-inch conduit feeding the house is going to come up a hole right there, and right here looks like about halfway on this one. So we'll do that right there. I don't have any wires in the wall, so it's not an issue with there. No issues. Oh, Tim, don't drop it. There we go. All right. Let's get one down below it. I'm just going to put 3 on this wall, I think. Kind of offset the other one. That looks nice and straight. Let's get one over there. About the same distance. That should give a nice little angle right there, I think. Let's see. Get it level. Right there. That looks like about the same, I think. Alright, get that straightened up just a little bit. Get in the hole. There we go. I think I'm gonna get one on the other side too. So I think we can put it right. I want to make sure it is straight to below it. I think that'd be good right there. There's actually a stud right there too in there. If I can put this one right here. Yep. I just gotta push that one up just a hair. Come on up. Right there. Perfect. That looks amazing. Wish I could still get that out of there. Yep. Great. Alrighty, I think that looks wonderful. I believe now, before I get inside the server rack, start running those, I can go ahead and button up all these panels. I did zip tie all the communication cables, so now everything is DC in the front, communications, and then AC. So there's 3 layers basically. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the panels covered up. Look at that. Doesn't that look good? And then we'll get over here and start getting that Ethernet cable ran up inside and get all the little jumpers installed. Let's go ahead and run our Ethernet that goes over to our inverter, the master inverter. Gotta fish it behind all of these wires all the way up. Do it without getting anything in the way. Come on now. It's kind of hard sometimes. Especially not trying to stay in front of the camera. All right, let me see here. Oh, come on, where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Go up here. There we go. We're almost there. And that one goes in. So I can pull the slack back. All right, we're gonna plug it in. We're gonna use CAN communications. We have RS485 and CAN, the EG4 6000 XP is default CAN, I believe. So we're gonna use CAN. Plug that in right there. I gotta flip it over. There we go. Can I get it? Can I get it? Get it what? All right, there we go. That looks amazing. Now we can start plugging in our communication jumpers. So we're gonna go out here. Let's see if I can get that in there. Out there. And then we're gonna go in to this one. I gotta get all my, gotta get behind there, don't I? Gotta get behind it. And then in. Here we go, the next one. And then let's see. Out. And I gotta go behind here. Sorry about getting my head in front of you. And make sure that's there. And then go in. And then go down. Keep doing this all the way to the bottom. And then we're gonna have to do something a little different when we get to the bottom one and jump her over. So let me get the rest of these and I'll meet you at the bottom. All right, so we are jumpered in, out, in, and then out of this one, I'm gonna use one of the leftover, these are the battery communication cables. And make sure it says that, yeah, battery communication cables. This came with the inverter. And let's see here, I'm going to plug that in, if I can do it. It's awful tight spot right there. Let's see here, get it plugged in. Come on now. Oh my goodness, this is a little bit hard sometimes. There we go, I think we got it close. Come on now, get in the hole, get in my belly. That is so tight. That is such a tight connection. My battery cables are in the way a little bit. There we go. Did I get it? Ah, goodness. It's kind of hard trying to get it on camera and ready for you all too. Where'd it go? Where's the hole? There's the hole. All right, we're in. Did it click? There we go. It clicked. Yay! All right, so now I got to run this through the hole here into the other cabinet, and then we'll show you where we're going to feed this one to keep this daisy chain battery setup going. So let me meet you on the other cabinet. So we got the cable all the way on this side. Push it up under, and then I got to start, just like I did over there, start feeding it behind all these wires up to the top. All right, we got this fed all the way up to the top, and just like in the other one, it's got to go in the in here, in, click, and it's hidden very nicely. Now I just got to start putting the green ones again, just like I did over there, in the out to the in all the way down. So if you give me a minute, I'll be right back. There you go. Everything is connected. Matter of fact, that is the last bit of connections I need to do. Now, I haven't torqued down all the positive and negative bolts yet, because that's why the Conduit's not off there. That's my last step. I'm gonna make sure I have a checklist to make sure I got everything done. You can see it goes through there. It looks really clean, really nice. So the next thing, the last thing I gotta do before powering up commissioning is set the ID. And you set the ID via those dip switches right there. Let's see if I can focus in on it, guys. Let's see right there. And so you need ID 1 for the master up here at the top that the CAN bus talks to from the inverter. And then, so how do you know what to set them? Let me show you. For this one, we're going to refer to the EG4 LLS server rack battery user manual. Open up to page 15 in my manual, and it shows you which the two different types. You can have the 4-pin dip switches or the 6-pin. I've got the 6-pin, and guys, you can have like a ton of these batteries connected together. So what I'm going to do, see if I can zoom in a little bit closer for you. We can see that ID1, I believe it's right there. No, it's right there. What tells me which way to set the dip switches. And I've got 12 of them, so all the way over. And that's how I'm going to set mine up. Should be fairly simple. So this is my top or host or master battery that has the CAN bus connection to the inverter. And we can see here, I need to have for ID1 the first one down and all the rest of them up. There we go. So that is ID1. ID2 down here is first one up, second one down, all the rest of them up. So this is actually already set up for ID2. So let's check out number 3 and 4. So 3 is 2 down and all the rest up, okay? And then 4 is 2 up and the third one down and the rest of them up. All right, let me finish up all the rest of the batteries in both racks and we'll be right back. All righty, we got them all set from 1 through 12. Now, the last thing we're going to do is install our Wi-Fi dongles on the inverters themselves. Got our Wi-Fi dongle. Looks like it has an HDMI connection on there. And goes with the LEDs out. We have inverter health, cloud, and Wi-Fi. So should be able to just plug that right in there. See if I can get it in there. Come on now. Oh, there it is. Okay, all right. Use a little bitty screws. Oh, little bitty screws. Get it in the hole. Get it in the hole. Don't drop it. Where's the holes? I need to get my glasses on. Ah, I dropped that one. It's all right. Ah, these things are so small. Tim has a lot of sound effects, doesn't he? I've always been. There we go. I see. I need glasses for the next ones. All right. So let me get these in. And actually, I'll give you a zoomed up on the next one, or on the last one. I'll do the second one off camera, and then I'll let you zoom in on the last one. So I'll be right back. All right, got that dongle installed. Let's see if I can do this without dropping the screws too many times. There's the first one. I think this is super simple. I think you get the gist of it. They are serialized, and there's a little QR code on the side. There we go. All right, I'm gonna get those back 2 screws. I'm gonna block you to do it, so I'm just gonna leave that there. So we'll be right back. All right, the dongles are done. All 3 of them are installed, fastened down. So what's next after dongles? Oh my gosh, this is where it gets exciting. So what's next? Technically, we are ready to power up and commission our EG4 LLS batteries and 6000 XP inverters. But we don't have any breakers in our 200 amp panel. And most importantly, we do not have our electrical permit approved. Matter of fact, we're waiting for the inspector to get here to do our rough-in inspection now. Once the rough-in inspection is done, I'll be able to cover up the trenches, put the breakers in, get the breakers all wired up, and get the solar panels finalized. They come back, do the final inspection. Once they give me the final inspection thumbs up, if we can get that, then we'll power up and commission our EG4 system. I am super excited about it. Now, if you want to know exactly how I'm doing each one of these, you're going to want to go to RidgeLife's Reviews and How-Tos. That channel, I'll cut out all the little pieces and make a video on how to commission the EG4 LLS battery, how to commission the 6000 XP, basically mounting, installing, commissioning. I'll take out all the superfluous stuff of me talking and dropping things and crying like I do. So if you like today's video, give it a big old thumbs up. Like, share, and subscribe. It's always 100% free. Hit that notification bell right down there to be notified anytime a new video comes out. And you want to make sure you are, because we're going to be powering this up soon and getting our electrical inspection. So guys, love every single one of you. And until next time, hope everyone has a blessed day, and go Ridge Life.